Hey guys, I'm here today to review for you ColourPop's Matte X Lippie in the color Cami, which is the kind of perfect pinky nude shade. I got it on my lips right now. And I have a lot of other Lippie sticks that are, well, they basically look the same if you look at them. So we're going to see today, we're going to swatch them all and figure out how many of these are really like Miss Cami over here. And then I've got a couple ultra satins and ultra mattes that are also that pinky nude variety. So we'll see. We'll see how well they hold up to Cami. If you don't know about the Matte X formula, it's really matte. It's almost like a gel, but then it goes to a powder finish, which I don't love. Sometimes I have a habit of rubbing my lips together. You can't do that with Cami or any of the other Matte X colors, because when you do, little bits of the powder will flake off and you'll get them around your mouth. And that's not even that bad until you say, oh, I've got a thing here, let me remove it. And then you try to brush it away and it smears into your makeup and you get all these nice little lines. But other than that, if you don't have a problem rubbing your lips together, it's pretty nice. They last all day. It feels a little bit drying on your lips, but once you take them off, your lips are fine underneath. It doesn't actually like make them chap or anything. It just gets a little bit uncomfortable feeling throughout the day on your lips. And that's another thing, throughout the day, you really can't reapply it because of that way that it changes from like the smooth, nice gel. The application is phenomenal. Once you change to that, to the powder, and you try to go on over it, I mean, you can do it, but it doesn't apply the same consistency as what's already on your lips, so it can really, really mess it up. Anyway, let's get to swatching. This is Cami, alright? I'm going to take it and swatch that one right up there. You see how beautiful that just applied? Let me get it by the better light. Yeah. Alright, so after that, Toasty. Toasty. Now Toasty is not a matte, it is a creme finish. So it's almost glossy, but I don't know, I don't really like those because they if you have any dry spots on your lips, you have to make sure they're completely exfoliated because it'll cling to it, it'll look pretty bad. There's another creme. This is Marmalade. It's probably from the same, one of those strobing kit, or was it? I think it was from a strobing kit. Alright. Now, let's see. Lumiere. Now this one's still available. It's a little bit more purpley than Cami is. You can see there. Maybe. Kiddo is a sheer, so it's not really going to look the same, but it does have that same kind of color to it. If you layer it a bit, you can get there. Parker. Parker is one of my favorites from one of the old the old like summer collections. You're not gonna be able to find it anymore because everybody fucking loved it. But it's actually a little bit more brown. Frida. Frida is a Coffee Break with Danny collab color. It's beautiful, unlike everybody. And it's one of those ones that you can still get now because it was one of their very successful ones. That's pretty darn close. It's a little bit lighter, but the same kind of shade to it for sure. Ruffle. Ruffle's actually going to be a lot more brown, but it looks like it in the container. Yeah, it's more brown. Bound. Bound is glossy. It's definitely more pink than Cami is, but it's again one of those nudie pink colors, so I'll show it to you. Yeah. Baywatch. Can't find Baywatch anymore either, but it is phenomenal. One of my favorites. That's pretty close too, huh? If you really wanted Baywatch and you couldn't find it, check that out. Oh yeah, very, very close. Very, very close. Baywatch is a matte, not the Matte X, just a matte. And if you know, ColourPop's mattes are demi-matte. They're not glossy, they're not shiny, but they're not a true matte like the Matte X is. Here's Mosh Pit. That's another limited edition color here. Yeah. And then Button, which I only actually have in one of the cute little Lippie to-goes. Button's more pink. Now, I'm going to take a chance with these Ultra Satins and give them a go. This is going to be Echo Park. Echo Park's one of my favorites. That's Echo Park. Oh, let me take it all the way over here so you can see it better. Just slathered on there. That's a great swatch. Yeah, that's Echo Park. It's pretty close. Little Stitches is going to be a lot lighter, but I figured I would show you just because it's got that pinky nude color to it. Little Stitches. Dopey. Dopey's like the same kind of color, just a little bit darker. Dopey. Dopey goes in and out of stock because everybody thinks they'll love it, and then I'm in one of my favorite one of my favorite Facebook groups, ColourPop Fanatics, has a lot of mixed reviews on Dopey. Everybody was so excited to get it, and I think sometimes when something's limited edition, or not limited edition, but keeps selling out like that, it makes you want it a little bit more when you see that it's in stock and you kind of pounce on it. There's quite a few people that didn't really love it either, so. Now we'll do Ultra Mattes. I've got Salo as my first one. Salo's very close. It's one of my favorite Ultra Mattes. I don't really buy the Ultra Mattes anymore, but this was one of the first batch type ones that I really liked before they kind of ruined them for me because they don't really dry down the same way anymore. Here's Salo. And the further we get away from Cami over there, the harder it is for you guys to tell. I'm sorry about that. I wish I had a bigger surface area on my body, well, that I could show you on camera. And then, what is this? Lumiere 2. Lumiere 2. We're showing that next with Cami. Maybe that's kind of close. That's it. I think Baywatch is your closest one, for real. But boom, swatched it all to shit. Look at all that. It's a very pretty color. It's I kind of wish it wasn't Matte X. You can't do that. You just can't. There's no. Sometimes I do it throughout the day, like without thinking, because I'm checking to see if I still have lipstick on. You know, you feel like, oh, did it wear off yet? And you go, yeah, you do that here, and you'll get these little things all over your face. And I don't have them yet. It hasn't dried enough. I only put it on shortly before the video, but maybe like 3-4 hours into my shift at work, I go like that, and I got little pieces. That was actually Trust Me that did it the first time, and then I went to wipe it away, and I got a big red streak. So you got to use like a fan brush or Scotch tape or something to get it off, which is very, very frustrating. But if you're just going out for like a quick thing, or if you're doing pictures, just be beautiful pictures. Like if you're going to a wedding and you're not going to be there all night, or you could take it off after the picture part, that'd be good. That's just my opinion. That's what you do, I guess, on YouTube. This is all just my opinion. Anyway, I hope that this helped. I do recommend it. I mean, I think the Matte X colors are something that you can't find in a lot of the rest of the line, so, I mean, here's a case in point. I mean, it looks kind of similar, but it's just not the same. Nothing captures it quite so perfectly, and the matte finish is to die for. Alright, thanks guys!